Sige po. As in, nakabihis na po sila. Ready po sila.
Yes, direct. Yes.
Wait. I'll just go there. I'll just go. Wait.
Here, may ilaw na nabasa.
Hoy, sino po yung 33? Sige.
Ako.
One, let's sing. Ako din susunod yan.
The blue one.
Yeah, Johnny.
Wala ko na pang costume We can take the shots just for working purposes.
Music playing. 3, 2.
Camera 1 rolling.
Camera 2 rolling.
Camera 3, rolling.
Cam 4 rolling.
Okay, cut. Okay, good.
One of the major protocol I had to put in place, and probably the highest level of safety a production can achieve, is the testing in order to eliminate the possibility of having COVID within the group.
I was requiring them to fill up a monitoring sheet so that we can check the temperature, like how it is outside. Temperature check, symptom check, every day.
So upon waking up, everyone will go to our station to have their temperatures taken. And we do that 3 times a day.
We're grateful to have masks around, alcohol easily available.
Part of the protocol is to have zoning of the teams or groups so that we are addressing the possibility of, if we get an infection, to limit the contamination in that group. The engineering of CCP installed an exhaust system in both sides of the theaters. We make sure all doors are open. Another layer of safety would be that the dancers will only remove their mask when we start shooting and only during shootings.
They have to dance with the masks on. Not until the proper shooting na they can unmask. Pero of course, limited din yung to the dancing lang. So after nila sumayaw, balik ulit yung mask and then sanitize. Yung ganun, sobrang strict naman.
Mahirap sumayaw na may mask, mahirap huminga.
And at the same time, kailangan maging aware ka sa kasama mo na kailangan hindi kayo masyadong magtabi, hindi kayo kailangan masyadong mag-usap.
When we started sharing spaces, even with masks on, we always have to sanitize the floor, especially since we're dancers.
We actually did a bubble or a lock-in system within the group.
That kind of gave everyone some sense of security. Because I was telling them, if all of us go home to the same space for 14 days and nothing happens, nobody has symptoms, and if we get tested and we're all negative, then we can all dance together.
At this point, I can say that we have the best formula that the CCPDW can apply in their future productions.
When the pandemic hit, there were so many displaced artists. There were so many people who had gone jobless and were so totally left hanging.
You know, I think the weirdest thing for me was just the lack of energy because of the lack of people. You know, normally this place is just buzzing all the time. Even if you take away the performance aspect of it, there's usually people up and down the hallway. The PPO is going nonstop. The ballet's going nonstop. You know, there's just people going. You hear someone practicing their instrument in this room, and there's rehearsals going on in that room. And to come in and for it to just sort of be silent was kind of strange, yes. It felt very sterile, which is not the norm for any sort of cultural building.
I felt confused. The thought of not dancing, that's the first thing I thought at the time, not dancing. What will I do?
Ito yung time na nawala na kami ng trabaho. We have no money, wala kaming monthly salary, and I don't know what to do.
I was trying to keep in shape. Nag-workout pa sa bahay, though limited ang space, kaya hirap na hirap ako. So eventually, nag-stop na rin ako.
So we tried doing class, but we have a really small space. I share the place with my boyfriend. So there's two of us dancing in a very small space.
There are times where I even still think maybe I should try something else because I mean this pandemic is just making things so difficult.
There's a question though, what's the point of dancing when we can't really perform for people?
Dumating yung time na yun, na-depress ako, parang ayaw ko munang sumaya, gusto ko mag-try na lang ng ibang ginagawa. At the same time, earning din naman ako sa paglalala-move.
Naisip ko din na hindi lang din pala sa dance yung focus ko, yung gusto kong gawin, kundi may ibang stuff like business, learning stock market. Doon nag-open yung mind ko din sa ibang direction.
Before dancing professionally, I passed the board exam, so I'm a licensed physician. There was a point when the government was asking for volunteers, for medical professionals. So I was actually telling my sister and my mom, I was actually thinking of volunteering.
Dancer ako. I mean, every time na may maririnig akong music, lagi akong napapasayaw, naiindak.
Naisip ko na hindi naman siya permanent talaga na magsa-stop yung dance. There's always a light sa time na to na dapat hindi ka mawalan ng pag-asa.
I guess meron pa ring hope. Nandoon yung hope kasi nga, well, we're still here, we're doing this, and CCP is generous enough to help us through this.
Nalaman ko nga pwede na kaming mag-resume ng work sa CCP. Sobrang excited ako at sobrang happy. Nilulook forward ko talaga yung stage, yung space, and everything. Yung parang yung body mo, hinahanap niya yung home na tinatawag.
The first time I stepped here after 3 months, it feels like home.
Na-realize ko na gusto ko pa pala. I mean, gusto ko pa magturo, gusto ko pang sumayaw. And masaya pa ako sa ginagawa ko.
Excited akong gumalaw, mag-explore ulit, gamitin yung body ko, express ko yung sarili ko through dance. Yun yung na-feel ko nung bumalik na ako sa CCP. Para akong nabigyan ulit ng isang buhay.
Seeing other people, seeing my co-dancers, it gave me hope. It's so hard not to dance.
I was excited because finally like a little bit more dance like what I've been training to do.
Dancing gives positive energy, the moving and all these things.
Happy to be dancing here with my friends, here in my second home.
Although iba siya compared sa dati na normal, happy kasi nakapagturo ulit ako, nakasayaw ulit ako, and kahit na may gantong pandemya, tuloy pa rin yung pagsasayaw, tuloy pa rin yung arts, and nagkaroon ako ng realization. Kumbaga yung depression ko nawala, nag-recover ako kahit paano.
We are still lucky. We can conduct classes, we can dance together. Because that only meant that it is still possible for us.
The day that the quarantine was announced last March, I wasn't worried na hindi kami makakabalik. I really had a feeling, really had a feeling na makakabalik kami only because we have a national artist on our side.
There are two things I'm very sure of. A, Christmas is coming, and B, the Filipinos would celebrate Christmas. We were very fortunate that the Cultural Center of the Philippines were able to fit into their programs this group of displaced artists and used a name that I had used 50 years ago as the CCP Dance Workshop. So we were able to teach online classes, give lectures, do videos.
And so this project was a way for the dancers, giving them an opportunity to actually still do what they do, but in a way that's safe for them and safe for the audience.
When Alice planned this whole thing, she mentioned that she really wants the CCP Dance Workshop to have a culminating activity.
I don't think she was open to the idea of dancers dancing on Zoom, dancing on their personal spaces at home.
Filming this was really the only option so that the audiences could still enjoy what they enjoy every holiday season.
When we were already discussing the concept and the dances, I knew that what our eyes is going to see is totally different from what the video camera is going to see.
Kailangan mas clear yung story na pinapakita mo. Minsan mas malapit yung kuha, so kailangan talaga lahat ng movement na gagawin mo may meaning.
Ngayon, parang mas conscious, as a choreographer, mas conscious ako kung paano siya lalabas sa frame ng camera.
Pag film talagang iba kailangan mo talagang i-contain yung expression na yon, yung lagi kang smile, hindi pwedeng bababa yung energy kasi sa filming talaga nakafocus so malapitan, so kailangan mo siyang i-contain yung ganong energy.
We got Ryan Cayabyab in, giving his music to this production for free, and I realized that okay, this is getting bigger and bigger. And Chris Miliado mentioned that he wanted to get Carlitos Sigan Reyna to be the director. Then it got much bigger, and that was the first hurdle that we were able to overcome.
Camera 4, E5-6 mga.
Seeing the lighting on the sets and on the dancers and the costumes and seeing it on the TV monitors is mind-blowing because it's so different.
You actually need more people because for here we need the stage crew as well, and then you need the video crew, you need good cameras, and you have director, a TV director or a broadcast director, and then you have choreographers and you have a artistic director, so more people involved.
We're very fortunate that we have Alice Reyes to pull us back to the building, to the studios, pulling back the dancers to dance again.
Of course, the whole idea is to have this theater filled again with people, to hear that applause. It's so different from artists to take a curtain call to an empty theater. And I think all we can do, like everybody else says, is take it one step at a time, but always respecting the virus, always thinking about the safety, and yet how to keep creating, how to keep the arts alive, and how to keep bringing it out to everybody who needs it. Everybody out there needs the culture, the music, the dance, the art.
Na-excite ako sa pwedeng puntahan ng dance, itong collaboration with film. Ito na yung chance para magamit talaga yung technologies na available sa atin ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, para magpalaganap ng art, hindi lang dance.
Art, music, and dance is alive here in this wonderful theater. We were the first to really go into this whole idea of producing something not in the usual frames. We wanted to dance as an ensemble here on this stage.
Thank you very much.
That's okay. We're done.
Bakit kaya tuwing Pasko ay dumarating na ang bawat isa'y para bang namong problema, hindi mo alam ang regalo.